Hey, in this video, we make a bivariate map in which we compare two variables. And so our first variable will be population density, and then we're going to compare that to the number of points of interest per enumeration unit of the tracks. And so you can see in my attribute table, I have this join count, which is the number of points of interest, and I also have per cap, so that's the per capita points of interest. And I also have population. Okay, so I have population density, excuse me. And so that's the one that I'll be comparing to those points of interest, pop den. All right, so I'll start by clicking on the layer that I want to manipulate. So that's the one with those three columns. And then I go to feature layer. And then I go to symbology. I click the little down arrow. And if it lets me, I don't think it will. So I already have it open. So I click on the little paintbrush. And then I go to bivariate colors. Okay, and so this is like a scatter plot with an X and a Y axis. You have two variables, so the X and the Y. Usually the Y is dependent on the X. So in this case, my Y um, will be field one, and that will be join count. And my X, which is the variable that is essentially can be used as a predictor of field one. So it's like an independent variable of sorts. And so I can go ahead and go to join count. Oops. So I actually want to switch this up. Or no, yeah, that's correct. I want to use population density here. So it's join count is on my, oh no, I'm flipping this. I'm sorry. No, no, it's correct. It's correct. Okay, so join count is the number of points of interest per tract, and that is a function of population density. At least that's my hypothesis. And so population density is on the X. And I can now take a look at the pattern. And basically, I would expect more points of interest with greater population density. And so in the city center, I'm seeing the darkest blues, which makes sense. And then we have these kind of little satellite pocket areas outside the city. So that's also making sense. And you can go about, modifying the colors here. This might not be the best. And so you can experiment with that. And then let's see how this changes when I go to per capita points. So now per capita points are a function of population density, and that kind of shows a similar pattern. If anything, it might improve the relationship between the two. And so this is a bivariate map, and in your legend, you would basically express the two variables that you're showing, and you can use this color spectrum just like we have it laid out here. This is usually how they show bivariate legends, and you can adjust the labels and so forth in the legend, so that way you can clearly express the data that you're showing and its units, like points per 10,000 people and people per square mile for the population density. All right, so this is a bivariate map.